Will the Senate please come to order? Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Senator Ocasio.
Present.
Senator Baker.
Here.
Senator Chang.
Here.
Senator DeCoit.
Here.
Senator Dela Cruz. Senator Favela.
Here.
Senator Gabbard. Senator Ihara.
Present.
Senator Inoue.
Present.
Senator Kanuha. Senator Keith Agaran. Senator Keoho Kalole. Senator Kidani.
Aloha.
Senator Kim. Senator Lee. Senator Misa Lucha.
Present.
Senator Moriwaki.
Present.
Senator Nishihara. Senator Rhodes. Senator Riviere. Senator San Buenaventura. Senator Shimabukuro. Senator Taniguchi.
Here.
Senator Wakai. Mr. President,
Present.
all 25 members are present.
Thank you. The chair has read the journal of the preceding day and approves the same. Are there any introductions this morning? Senator Taniguchi.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to introduce in the gallery my final staff. We have my office manager, Pony Daines, Pony, my committee clerk, Tom Heinrich, my committee attorney, Craig Kugisaki, my special assistant, Paul Oshiro, my community contact, Hector Negus, and my intern, Eseta.
Thank you. Further introduction, Senator Chang.
Thank you, Mr. President. Today I wanted to introduce two very special women in my life in the gallery versus my lovely wife, Annie, and my mother-in-law, Kun Mei, who is joining us all the way from Bangkok, Thailand. And they are escorted by our office manager, another very important woman in my life, Lynn Robinson Underco. Please welcome them to the Senate.
Any further introductions? If not, Madam Clerk.
Governor's message number 22 transmits a proposed conference draft 1 for a measure to fund the agreement reached for collective bargaining unit 6, and governor's message number 871 withdraws a nomination to the State Rehabilitation Council.
File.
On pages 2 through 15, House Communication number 715 informs the Senate that the House has disagreed to the amendments proposed by the Senate to various House bills.
File.
On pages 16 to 18, Standing Committee Report numbers 3989 to 3995 for one-day notice.
So ordered.
On pages 19 to 23, advise and consent.
If there are no objections from the members, we will be taking advice and consent on consent.
Standing Committee Report numbers 3976 to 3988 on governor's messages for adoption.
Is there any discussion? Not, do we have unanimous consent?
25 ayes.
Thank you. The nominees for said governor's messages have been confirmed.
Referrals and re-referrals.
Senator Wakai, did you have remarks?
Yes, I apologize, Mr. President. Would I be allowed a late introduction?
Please proceed.
Thank you, Mr. President. Members, just now we confirmed a number of people to important government boards. I'd like to introduce one of those nominees, now a confirmed nominee, GM 826. This is for Michael Yadal. He is now on the Stadium Authority. I want to introduce him. Mike, if you could please stand up. Michael is joined by his wife, Chelsea Yadal, his children, Matthew, Jonathan, and Tom Yadal, as well as niece, Lily Murakami, as well as his parents, Joy and Frank Yadal. Congratulations and welcome.
Congratulations and thank you, Senator Wakai. Madam Clerk.
Referrals and re-referrals.
Referrals and re-referrals are made in accordance with the supplemental orders of the day that may be filed later today.
Beginning on page 23, Miscellaneous Business, reconsideration of disagreement to House amendments and motions to agree. Senate Bill 3044, House Draft 1, relating to tobacco manufacturer qualified escrow funds.
Senator Baker.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move that the Senate reconsider its previous action in disagreeing to the amendments made by the House to Senate Bill 3044, Senate Draft 1, and agree to said amendments.
Senator DeCoit.
I second the motion.
It's been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? Senator Baker.
Thank you, Mr. President. Colleagues, Senate Bill 3044 is a governor's package bill and relates to the tobacco manufactured qualified escrow funds. This bill provides a mechanism to assign non-participating tobacco manufacturers' qualified escrow fund balance to the state and would authorize the transfer of funds to the state when the qualified escrow fund is abandoned. The only changes made by the House were technical, non-substantive. As the bill already had a clean date, I move that the Senate agree to the amendments made by the House in the House draft before us. Mahalo.
Thank you. Any further discussion? Any objections? If not, the motion is carried. One-day notice is hereby given for final reading of SB 3044 HD1.
Senate Bill 3243, House Draft 1, relating to economic development.
Senator Wakai.
Mr. President, I move that the Senate reconsider its previous action in disagreeing to the amendments made by the House to SB 3243 SD1 and agree to said amendments.
Senator Decoy.
I second the motion.
It's been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? Senator Wakai.
Thank you, Mr. President. This bill or this amendment or this SB 3243 simply changes from industrial park, which is kind of an old and antiquated way for us to describe economic opportunities, and redefines it as economic zones, which will help enhance the activities for HTDC as well as the Department of Agriculture.
Thank you. Any further discussion? Any objections? If not, the motion is carried. One-day notice is hereby given for final reading of SB 3243 HD1.
On page 24, Senate Bill 3311, House Draft 2, relating to transportation, and Senate Bill 3152, House Draft 1, making an emergency appropriation to the Department of Transportation.
Senator Lee.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move that the Senate reconsider its previous action in disagreeing to the amendments made by the House to SB 3311 SD2 and SB 3152 SD1 and agree to said amendments.
Senator Decoy.
I second the motion.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Senator Lee.
Thank you, Mr. President. SB 3311 sets out a working group to help us advance toward cleaner inter-island transportation and achieve our. Made some largely non-substantive minor amendments to the measure which strengthen it and reflects a true consensus amongst its stakeholders. Secondly, SB 3152 is an emergency appropriation to the Department of Transportation, which will help us fill potholes a little bit faster, and the House corrected the effective date to that measure.
Thank you. Any further discussion? Any objections? If not, the motion is carried. One-day notice is given for final reading of SB 3311 HD2 and SB 3152 HD1.
No further business, Mr. President.
Are there any announcements today? Senator Miscellaneous.
Mr. President, I stand on a point of personal privilege.
Please proceed.
This week marks the start of National Volunteer Week from Sunday, April 17th through Saturday, April 23rd. First designated by President Nixon in 1974, National Volunteer Week serves as a reminder that individuals and communities are at the center of social change. Every day, our community heroes are making a difference in big measure or small ways, whether it be caring for our seniors, helping communities through disaster relief, feeding the hungry, tackling issues such as climate change, or mentoring our youth. These volunteers inspire all of us and serve as a beacon of hope in areas where needs and darkness prevail. On a local level, Kanu Hawai'i and its executive director, Keone Kealoha, leads the charge in organizing Volunteer Week Hawai'i. They plan to engage over 10,000 volunteers at over 400 events in 6 islands across the state throughout this week. This body has also recognized these efforts through Senate Resolution 18 SD1, with a concurrent Resolution 24 making its way to the House even as we speak. We are deeply grateful to all the volunteers across our state for their tireless efforts to keep our island home beautiful, sustainable, and resilient in many years to come. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you. Any further announcements? If not, Senator Dicoy.
I move that the Senate stand adjourned until 12 p.m. tomorrow.
Senator Favela.
I second that motion.
It's been moved and seconded. If there are no objections from the members, the Senate will stand adjourned until 12 p.m. tomorrow.